Good evening, everyone. This is Christine Binger with my EDL 854 Module 11 video about gifts to students or staff. I found this section interesting because it just kind of reiterates a lot of the things we've discussed about tracking things and what percentage of things and who things apply to. But obviously, it's important to hammer these details out because I'm sure there are people that take advantage of it, or there's someone that has forced us to have these kinds of rules. So to start, I'm going to talk about gifts with students or to students. There are two different types. There's fundraising incentive gifts and special achievement gifts. As their titles kind of state, the fundraising incentive gift is for students who raise a certain amount of funds for the school. I know that my stepson sells things like cookie dough and pizza dough and things like that. And if you sell a certain amount or you're in the top percentage, you get a gift from the school. You can select from like toys and stuff. Whereas a special achievement gift is one that is given when a student achieves something. Academics or athletics are a big part of this, and students who excel receive that kind of gift. Gifts to staff are decided by a group of people, and they meet yearly to discuss how much money they have and what gifts are going to be given for different things. There are two different types. There's special occasion gifts and fundraising incentive gifts. For the special occasion gifts, this would be something like a baby shower gift or a wedding gift, or if somebody passes in their family, they might send flowers or a card or do something like that. And that, what happens then, is decided by the group that sets up the committee. And then the fundraising incentive gifts are similar to what the one is for students, where teachers receive a gift for participating in and raising a certain amount of money for the school. Either staff or students, this should not exceed 5% of the profit made from that fundraising event. So that number can vary quite a bit depending on what is taking place and how much is sold and information like that. All staff gifts was something I found very interesting because my school, every year, teachers get a new t-shirt for that school year. And I just assumed that that money was budgeted in somehow. I didn't ever really thought about how it was paid for, which sounds horrible. But the money comes from staff-generated funds, either donations or fundraising or different things like that. But what I found interesting was that staff gifts should not be given as gift cards or cash because they would need to be considered in the W-2 as a form of extra earning. And I found that very interesting. And then I started to reflect and realize that, yeah, there aren't gift cards given out for things. So I never would have thought of that, and I think that that's something that's important to point out because a gift card is so easy to give people, especially teachers who are always needing money. Some special efforts, fundraisers for staff or students going through special circumstance like illness. This is a big deal, and it should be separate from school funds. It should be generated by an outside group such as a PTA member for when staff or students are going through something. We've had plenty of students in my school who have lost everything for various reasons. We've had teachers who have lost things. And just to help them get back on their feet, we've set up funds to help them or offer donations to help them. While this was promoted through the school, I'm not quite sure who was in charge of it, so I would be intrigued to know that information. If it was set up by a PTA member or a staff member on their own, I'm not quite sure. But that's something important to note. That's all for my video. Thank you for listening.